Well. Let's hope the phone doesn't fall off. I'm in a staircase. It's not so high, but I think it will do the job. Yeah, it's another Sunday. That's I don't know if I have 42%. I think I'll make it. Before I finalize on this diary, which I don't think I'll complete it. Okay, I don't know. I might have many thoughts today. Yeah, but I flow with the water. Now, it's been a Sunday. I've just come from church. It's about 11:20. About 11:20. Uh, what am I supposed to talk about? So, I don't know. Let me first talk about how I found myself sitting in the first row of the church. Today I just woke up knowing very well that I'll be late for church. That was very deliberate. Very deliberate. It was not intentional, but it was deliberate. Now, it being deliberate, it means that I extended my sleep. I was supposed to wake up at almost 7 or even 7:30 to prepare myself. However, I did. So just woke up and I don't know, I found myself doing things. Woke up, I think I took a bath. I don't know, was it the first time? I took a cold bath. And usually when I'm alone, I don't do that. I don't take cold baths in the mornings. Now, before I actually come to the teachings that I learned today, I have noted for a couple of days, just when I just decide to what for a couple of days previously, just I think it is this week, I've realized when I start to bathe, I realize my frequency changes, and it changes in a way that really it changes in a way that is very profound. By the way, this is actually a new experience to me. Whenever I start to bathe, I start having this high frequency. You're now operating on another frequency. My mind now starts to, it's like I'm using usually the law of attraction involves a more of visualization and having the feeling of having that you want. Okay? Whenever now I'm bathing with cold shower, especially cold showers, nowadays in the bathroom nowadays, I realize I get into that mode very easily, very swiftly, plus I am enjoying it. Now I want something, it just comes into my mind, it starts to flow. I don't know what changed. However, I think spiritually something changed. I'm on another level, such that this water now is no longer the same. This water is something else. This water is something that it's like it is baptizing me. It's like it is renewing me. So that means I'll be doing this oftenly, bathing, because something has changed. Okay, and I'm trying to find out a reason or even a logic explanation, but you can't. Spiritual things are beyond logical explanations. You just can't explain. It's beyond the mind. It's beyond the human mind, and something extraordinary, or even something that is profound, should I say this? Something that is I don't know. I've never encountered this experience, and never have I ever had someone talking about it. It's kind of okay. I think water is life, okay, and in some manner, you see, even before the earth was properly, or even properly formed, it was it was just a desolate place that is dark, that had waters. So that would mean, I think the scriptures say that there was water actually before earth was formed, which means that water is an essential. Water basically is just, by the way, without water I don't think the other elements could exist. Okay, they could exist, but water really is something that it is very important. And you see, having a look, or even taking a look at what forms the earth, or even let me study for a moment the earth as it is in its chemical properties, or even is in its physical properties. Most of the earth is covered in with water, with seas, with oceans, with lakes. Basically waters. Even the clouds in the sky, it's just water that is in another form. Even air has a lot of water right now. I'm breathing water right now, only that it is vapor. Now, counting the amount of water that is in earth, really it's a lot. If it could be, all water could be converted to the sea, the water in the air, the water in the cloud, all clouds to be water, and it rains down, I think it will cover the whole earth. And yeah, the whole earth, land part, will be submerged to the waters. So that would mean that water is something that is spiritually, it's something that is, how do I say this? Important is not a word that I'm looking for, but the context that I'm trying to paint is that water is the basis of life, basically. Without water, there wouldn't be life. There wouldn't be other. Yani, without water, I can imagine how different the world could be without water. Like, it's all land. There's no water. There's no see. If there's no water, there's no plants, and there's no life. Basically, it's the foundation of everything. Water. And me having this experience of when bathing, you realize that I start having these thoughts. I start vibrating on another level. I think it's something that is holy in a way. I think I look at it that way. Okay, I'm just fearing that 8%. Just fearing that okay, the electricity, the plot decided to run away again today. I don't know what to do now, because anyway, you see my point now. Water has started to be having this characteristic of, has started to characteristically reveal itself, reveal my inner self, reveal my inner spirits, reveal, yeah, you see. So I'll be taking baths more frequently, because I'm finding it very comforting. One, I'm enjoying cold baths. And long ago, I used to not enjoy cold baths. But nowadays, it's actually refreshing. Plus, it takes me to another level. This way now I discover, okay, now I start feeling opulence and even prosperity flowing into me, flowing from another. I think it's the spiritual world or even heaven. It's something that is very profound, and I've found it very, I don't know, comforting. It leaves a trace of inner peace. And by the I'm really okay. I'll continue testing this out because I think there's something in here. However, I don't know if this could work for everyone, but yeah. So I took a bath. That's what happened. I really wanted to talk about that. Now, one other thing. So came to church, and I don't know. It's not in my habit to come to church and go to the latrines or even the toilets. So today I missed going to the toilet while in the plot. I noted this while I was a distance away, some few meters away, and I concluded that okay, I need not to go back. I need not to go back because I have started the journey. There's no reverse gear. No reverse gear means that I continued in the nini. I was a bit not pressed as much, but I was a bit pressed. I was feeling that in the what do you call this thing? The bladder has something. I decided okay, let me just walk and I'll find somewhere to relieve myself. Relieve myself. So I had a choice to go to another plot while I was going to the church, or I go to the church and I find a means to reach to. I find a way to reach the knee. Now, now I decided okay, let me just go to the church instead of going to some plots. So went, did my thing, and yeah, the mass, the service, not the service, the mass had already started, the mass service. So went to the Latin school back, and now coming in the church, I found myself in the church on the now I needed not to go to other benches because it could just be bothering people to just find some space, you see. So I had to find a way. Okay, you know what? The front row doesn't have many people. Actually, it was most of it was empty. Only on the end had some people. There was this old man. Said, okay, let me stay with him. He was old by the way, maybe he was in his 70s. I decided, okay, let me just stay here because I think it's good to stay that way. Yeah. Remember, I am number one, so that's the position that I'm supposed to be in. And from India, for a second, I was like, I think this place is good. However, wow, why? There's something different. I had a different experience. I never sit in the back, on the front of the church benches. However, for this day, I realized, what? Sitting at the front has this challenge of fighting spiritual battles. Yeah, some evil thoughts will just come to your mind, and they keep on occurring, but you have to keep on fighting. Yeah. Now, actually, God forgive me. Jesus forgive me, because really, the things that were occurring in my mind by then. By then I settled. I listened to the words for a few minutes. I and while I was in the middle of the preaching, I don't know, some thoughts just came to me. I wondered where they came from, because they are not from God, by the way. They're just from the dark, or even from the they were not good thoughts, for honestly, and they were not from God. So you definitely know where those thoughts came from. So it's fighting the thoughts, so that you can stay calm and listen to the word, listen to the preaching, listen to whatever Father was saying. I am fighting. After a few minutes, I feel okay. The thoughts have been controlled, and now they have been locked out. So it's keenly, remember, there's something that's this what do you call it, this what do you call it this okay, meditation has taught me to stay in line with one thought. Don't allow. And for the past 2 days, I don't know, 1 day or even 2 days, I've not practiced meditation. I think this was a form of temptation. Some thoughts came to me and I had to fight. Bro, I even found myself, so just because I came to sit at the front bench, now things are just occurring into my mind. Really, I had to fight, bro. And spiritual warfare is actually very, I don't know, it's a bit messy. It's a bit, it's a bit, the war is actually very intense, because you have to fight. You are fighting with your own mind. Good versus bad thoughts. So you have to fight. And every time the good thoughts were winning, that meant that I had now I shared God's, or even Jesus' power with me. And this happened once. After some few minutes, or even after some few minutes into the service, the thing repeats itself. I'm fighting. And the bad had to be defeated anyway. So it comes into my that time. Now this time, I used another tactic. Lock out all the thoughts now. To now focus on the good, or even to whoever was speaking. If he is speaking, I now start visualizing what he's saying, or they are saying. But I had to win. You know how many times that I asked for forgiveness while in the service? I'm silently. And this is happening so silently, and so silently and swiftly in the mind that no one can note. I'm the only one who knows what is happening. And this reminded me that, bro, I think there's a level where it reaches when you are spiritually somehow awake. Some temptation will be brought to you. Some temptation definitely they come to you. That was one of them. So they were sort of curse words, which I don't want to mention here, because I was trying, I don't know, But I forgive myself, and I ask for forgiveness because what different. So, what was today's word about? The father asked a very concerning question. How righteous are you? Even when things shake up. How righteous? How holy are you? Now, if you follow the example of Jesus, how holy are you? And now it's a question of, wow, this is different. This is okay. I've just known that the year for the church is actually starting. This is the start of the year of the church on December. It starts on December. So I don't know. He asked that question, and it's upon the Christian to figure out what is what is expected of me to do, and so that I can be holy, like Jesus. Jesus gave us a very good example. Gave a good and perfect illustration of how the human being is supposed to live. You see, as Christians or even believers, we tend to be literal on the religious matters. But do we look in the inside to find out, or even to do the good deeds and to do what is expected from us? And there's this verse that says that many will be called, but few will be nini. Many will be called, but few will reach heaven. I think it's the same way. Many people take the word literally, and they just what is expected of them, they just don't. They are not aware. Okay, they are really not aware of that, and that's why even the Bible verses, or even whoever wrote that, knew it's going to happen. Many people will be called, but few will reach the final destination. Now, what is so different about that? What is so different about that? Yeah, there are very few actually, for that matter. Now, what was my point? Yeah, I was talking about holiness. How many people are holy? I'm not the judge, and I'll not say I'm the judge. And I want to judge people, okay? However, let me say this. It's just upon you to be righteous. And many people don't do the things that are expected of them. One, to have faith. If you have faith, and even if you love God, the rest will just be automatic. And now let me just conclude. I don't want to talk about this so much. I try to avoid this matter. Now, what are we talking about? Yeah, I don't think I'll complete this diary in 25 minutes. So, in 45 minutes. Let me do it for 25, and then for the other 20, I need to see someone. I agreed with this girl that I'm going to meet her after the mass. Okay? After the mass. Now, Father concluded that we should have faith, hope, and we should practice charity, and so that we can be holy, like Jesus. You see, Jesus portrayed a very good example. Gave us a very good example of how we are supposed to have faith. Look at the miracles that he did. By the way, most of them that he did are as a result of faith, not really his power. Although his power played an in it, and because he was God's son, there was an ability to he had the Holy Spirit. There was an ability to manifest some things faster because of the power that he held. And yeah, it's quite true to say that. But he operated on the faith, on a faith level, total faith. This is going to happen. I'm going to turn this water into wine, and it turned into wine. This is complete faith that he had practiced for I don't know how many years, but more than, let's say, more than 25 years. Okay, because as he is performing these miracles at his 30, at his 30s, he had above 25 years experience in doing whatever in his with his power. That could mean that this was a pillar. Coincidentally, I'm talking about pillars. They are all over here. So all this building that I'm in right now is just an incomplete building. It was supposed to be the School of Medicine, School of Agriculture. I don't know, agriculture. I'm not sure about this, but this was supposed to be the School of Medicine. School of Medicine was supposed to be Moi University main campus. I don't know how things just shifted, and it's in the annex. It's in annex, and even the School of Law. I don't know. All these schools are supposed to be here because if they are here, see, it means that the field is too big. Actually, the field is too big to accommodate the students and even the classes. So there's the building that I'm standing on, or even I'm sitting on, is supposed to be the School of Medicine. You see, that is the platform. I think I don't know if this was supposed to be the office or even the window. This one. Anyway, it was supposed to be that way. I think it was supposed to be the staircase. Staircase starts from here, goes to this point, pandas this way, because it was. But then looking at this, by they are heavy metals out here, like D20s, D22, or something like that. So that means that the foundation that was laid on this, it means that this building was supposed to be even a 3-story building that can accommodate the School of Medicine, dentistry. Okay, the whole of medicine. I don't know, medicine is dentistry, internal medicine, nursing. There's also nursing. I don't know where they could be practicing their art or even anyway. That's my list of my concern. However, I was talking about something. By the way. Yeah, that girl. Okay, for that one, I'll leave that hanging. I want to talk about something. I was talking about actually something before I started talking about this. Oh, I've forgotten. Let me actually come back. I was talking about something important. I wanted to. Okay, let me go back. Let me end this here and then. Yeah, I was talking about Jesus. Now he showed a very active faith to Christians, and now he, wherever he went, he gave hope. He gave hope to people that everything will be okay. Many challenges, but there is hope. Even him dying on the cross, it is a sign of hope that you should have. We will, as the human race, we will have the eternal life. There is hope. Wherever he went, he preached hope, and whatever his teachings were about hope. Whatever he talked about hope, and through that, people were strengthened. The like of Akina Nicodemus, the likes of Akina Peter, the likes of Akina okay, whoever was involved in his nini. Look at even Zakayo. Zakayo is actually a name that is given to the president of Kenya, framed, and is given to the president of Kenya right now. But yeah, Jesus showed active faith. Jesus showed active hope, and Jesus showed um charity. And a good example is Nicodemus. He asked God, or even Jesus, I want to enter heaven. What should I do? By talking about faith, look at even the robber or the thief who was crucified with him on the right. He asked, no, the robber asked Jesus. I don't know his name. He had a name, but only that I just can't recall it. However, he asked God, Jesus, allow me to be with you in paradise. At this point, I think he repented. He repented his sins. He saw, okay, I have done wrong, and I have heard that this is the Son of God. So let me repent and ask. By the way, I've realized there's power in asking. By the way, as I'm talking about this, I've realized there's a power in asking. It doesn't matter where you are, just ask, and it will be given to you. By the way, there's this verse. I think it is in the verse of Matthew 7:7 or something. I'm not sure about this, or even 5:5. I'm not sure. Ask and it will be given to you. Knock and the door will be opened for you. It is just good to ask. There's just power in asking, by the way. Imagine the robber could have just decided, I'm not going to ask. Imagine he could have just gone to hell. But knowing very well that there is power, he knew that Jesus was, oh my goodness, this is the Son of God. From the rumors that I've been hearing, although I've not been taking actions, but I know for a fact that this person has the answers that I'm seeking. My fears could be swept away by this hope that I'll be given to God. But I'll be given by God through His Son Jesus, who is crucified with me. Now, this is a person. I think this was just a person who was. I tend to think that now I am starting to think that this person was actually a very good observer and someone who was wise, someone who knew what the right thing is. As much as you are doing the wrong thing, make sure also you know the right thing. But again, I'm not advocating for doing the wrong thing, knowing very well that it's the wrong. Do the right thing. However, analyzing now to take the lesson from what I'm learning from this robber. This guy was wise, and he knew, okay, as much as I'm doing this robbery, I need another life, but I have to survive on this. However, something has changed. I have found somewhere I can find peace, and Jesus is here. I think he's going to offer that. He didn't fail him, but then he got what he wanted. He got the life, and right now I think he is in heaven. And even in the last day, he'll enjoy heaven, being in heaven. Imagine in the last minute, he asks to be in heaven and even in paradise, and yeah, just like that. And look at the power of asking. The power of asking. The power of asking is very important. You can be in a meeting and you see a very important person. Why don't you approach him and ask him, me have this problem, can you help me? I want you to help me. Ask questions. Okay, I think there's power in Nini. By the way, and I think I was actually looking for something to talk about in my Facebook Nini. I was actually debating on what I'm supposed to talk about. Should I talk about the teachings that I have received? I have received from the mass, so that I can usually update my Facebook wall every day, and on Sundays I usually do one post only. If it exceeds that, I have a problem. I usually do one only on Sundays, and I think I have found something to talk about, and it's something that when I said the other day that my life is going to change in a way after taking that 3 day transformation reflection, and I think I'm gonna be doing 1 day per week where I don't eat anything, just dry fasting. 24 hours is not much. Plus, I'm used to this now. If I can do 7 days, I can do 3 days. See, that means one is not a problem per week. Now, that will be doing something for me. It has actually 2 advantages. My body will be replenished. It's like I'm restarting, I'm refreshing, I'm detoxing. Detoxing is a means of just having a healthy body and a healthy. Remember, your brain right now is very crucial in whatever you are doing. So doing that will be doing yourself a favor. Now, what else should I talk about? Now, what is happening at school? I don't know. Should I feel sad? Should I feel sad when I say this? I think now the school opened. It opened yesterday on the 1st. Today is on date. It is in date 1. I think yesterday was in date 30. School managed. The school was opened. Now the lecturers now agreed on and even signed a back to work. What do you call that agreement? That's back to work document. Now the money was provided. The whole issue behind Moi strike for the 3 months, it's because of the funds. Someone decided to squander the money that in the management. So the money was provided for, I don't know, 3 billion or even something. So that 3 billion we'll sort out the internal issues in the management or even in the school system. It's sad. Actually, I didn't expect this to happen that fast. I expected this to happen next year. However, I'm grateful that this is happening for the right thing in the right time, and I know this because things have been happening, and they just they just go back. They just align with my purpose in this place. One thing for sure. Okay, I'm in school, but really, school is not for me. Okay, I'm really trying to enjoy it, but something is just telling me that I am not supposed to be in this school. I've been saying this over and over and over again. School for me right now is really okay. I'm supposed to be in school, however, I'm supposed to be doing other things. I don't know if this is the right thing that God had planned for me. By then, I'm actually planning for one day to seek for answer. What is my divine plan for me to be here? I find I do what I'm supposed to be doing, which I really doubt is even studying. Okay, I'm supposed to be doing other things. Now, the school's opened, and now on Monday, classes are now supposed to resume. So the semester, I think, will end in April or something, and the exams will be done in April or something like that. So something will be altered. So, and I don't think I'll focus on school this December. Remember, I did do many exams. Many of the first year exam, I didn't do them even for the first semester, and you can't proceed to the second year without having, I don't know, some units missing. So I don't know what will happen. I don't know how the school management will handle this. I don't know if I'll be part of the group that will be proceeding to the second year. I literally don't know. There are many unknowns in me. And you should know that my help and even the help from the government financially or even academically, for the academically financials will end in the next semester. Now this is a new semester. The second the semester that is coming, that's when I'm supposed. Now the funds from help and even I've been saying this, they'll now so, but I said I'll never worry myself. I'll never worry about my other things now. Basic needs, school fees, rent. I'll never worry about that. I placed and I surrendered my worries to God. God will take care of my needs. Okay? I only need to show active faith, and which I must figure out how. See? So yeah, that is what has been happening. That is what has been happening. School is now open. Only that there's some uncertainty. Many people are at home. I don't know. Many people have been moving at home. I think students have lost hope. And I have a reason all this is working for my good. The whole part of the strike, all this period, it gave me enough time to look for myself. Thank God that all that happened, because imagine if the semester could have started right now, we could be approaching to doing exams. You see the problem that we could have? Trying to juggle between the nini. But I think I right now have a sense of direction. I'm supposed to be doing this already in a manner that is very straightforward and very, I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, basically that's that. I should add this diary here, and it's because I'm done. I plan to record, so I'll be recording for MaxiPi. And it's about that updating meters and you see, updating meters, reset and updating meters for other countries. That is for prepaid electricity meters. I think right now I'm composed. Only that I need to look for stillness and somewhere just to do it comfortably. So I'm done. Let me just go and charge this phone while uploading this diary. As I go, I'll be compressing it. So after compressing it, I'll be done. Everything will be fine. Yeah. Until tomorrow. By the way, I didn't expect to do this diary for this long. Anyway, God is amazing. Remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.